Hello everyone, it's Sandra. Today's video is quite an impromptu get ready with me video. I was not planning on filming this. I would just fire up my camera and just kind of chill out and talk you through as I did my makeup for the day. I wanted to show you some of the products that I have been loving, and this has been kind of my go-to everyday routine for the last month or so. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and some of the products I've been loving, just keep watching. I just love watching people get ready and put their makeup on for every day. I love seeing the products that people tend to gravitate towards. And I'm going to use my Armani Cushion Foundation. I use this in the shade 4.5. My skin is already prepped, obviously. My skincare is on and it's been marinating for a while. I'm just going to go in straight in with foundation, and I actually really love the little applicator that it comes with. So that's what I use for this. I do have a blemish here and then one on the other side. This foundation is more like a light to medium coverage. Very, very natural finish. I did already do my eyebrows off camera. I used this Burberry Full Brows. I haven't used this in a long time, and there's a new product that MAC just came out with that's actually very similar to this. One end has like a brush on applicator, and then the other end has more of a pomade, and I use this in the shade Sepia, which is quite light. And then for the last third of the brow, I accentuated with a darker Anastasia pencil. I'm just taking a little bit of my Mercier Secret Camouflage Concealer for my breakouts, and this is a Sephora number 57 airbrush concealer brush. But what I love about this concealer is that it really stays put. It doesn't melt off, and the coverage really sticks to the skin. For my eyes, I'm using the Sisley Corrector. I use this in the shade number 02, which has a very, very strong peachy undertone. Just in my inner corner, wherever I have like blue, purpley. Now this comes with a brush, and it's actually a really nice brush. But I still always prefer using either my finger or a beauty blender. This is a really nice brush if you want to shear out the product, or if you really want to get in there and like every nook and cranny. But when it comes to blending out, I just always think the fingers are the best tool. Then over top, I'm using the Revlon Youth Effects Concealer, just to brighten and a setting with my Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. For setting the rest of my face, I'm using this Givenchy loose powder. This has 4 different colors in it. It's like a color correcting type of situation, and this is such a beautiful powder, especially if you have texture issues on your skin. If you have like acne scarring or anything like that, this is so finely milled and it really does help smooth out the skin texture. The only negatives are that it is fragranced, so if you have sensitive skin, if you're sensitive to fragrance, you might not like this. And then the other thing I don't like about it is that it doesn't have very, very good oil control. But if you want a loose powder that has good oil control, the By Terry Hyaluronic powder is fantastic. A little bit goes a long way. If you use too much of this, it can make your skin look really dry, but this is my favorite powder to use in the T-zone for oil control. This is more smoothing than the By Terry, so gotta pick your battles. Sometimes I'm just gonna go with the Givenchy today, and I'm applying it straight from the powder puff, just kind of focusing on the center of my face. I'm using this Clarins bronzer. This is from their current summer collection. Every year they have a beautiful limited edition summer collection, and they always come out with a bronzer, very similar to how Cannelle does their Le Beige bronzers. And while obviously if you've had a previous year one, you don't really need to buy this year's too, but the thing that is different from the last year's is that the last year's had a peach blush color in it, whereas this one is just like a solid bronzer. It's a very soft powder formula and it blends into the skin really nicely. For blush, I'm going to keep the bronzy theme going, and I've pulled out this blush from the archives and I have been using it so much over this last month. I remembered why I loved this blush. This is Nars Madly, and if you are into warm nude with a slight sheen, it's such a beautiful blush for summer. If you don't want anything that's too in your face, this works really well with any lip color. So in the summertime, sometimes I like using a really bright lip, like a bright pink or bright orangey red. This will work with any bright lip as well as any nude lip, obviously. So I'm just using this liberally on my cheeks. For the eyes, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. These are the colors that I've been gravitating towards more for like a summer bronzy look. So I will be taking the shade Raw Sienna mixed with a little bit of golden ochre, and I'm going to use that in my crease and just softly blend it out. I like to just be light-handed and slowly build up the color. Nice subtle warm crease. So these are the two colors that I'm mixing together for my crease. This is another oldie but goodie, a rediscovered product that I've had in my collection for a while. This is the Gucci eyeshadow in the shade Oxidus, and it's a gorgeous bronze shade. It has such a beautiful refined sheen. It's not too metallic. It just looks like a luxurious velvety bronze. Blends in like a dream. So I'm applying this all over the lid. It's just such a luxurious eyeshadow formula. The color is not the most unique color in the world. Like, you really, obviously, you can dupe it. But what makes this special is how gorgeous the formula is. So this is Gucci Oxidus. I'm going to be taking this, a little bit of it on my lower lash line as well. And for a little kick of sheen, I'm taking the shade Primavera from the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm applying it on the inner third of my eye. I'm going to do just a little bit of this Tom Ford liquid liner. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. I'm just going to push it against the lashes to define the lash line just a little bit more. Then I'm using the Glossier Lash Slick Mascara. Just see how it just separates and lengthens the lashes so beautifully. For lips, I've been doing a couple of different things. I'm going to just kind of mix them all together and show you. This is a Givenchy lip balm, and then I'm going to go in with this Armani lip liner. This is in shade number 12. As you can see, it's very well loved. It's a gorgeous nude. And I'm just using this to define my lip line. In the summer, when I wear nude lipstick, I'm all about sheer, buildable color, easy textures. I like to just kind of layer things as I go along my day. I just want everything to kind of melt together and just give a really beautiful nude lip. So sometimes I just keep it like this. Sometimes I add this Armani nude lipstick on top. This is the Ecstasy Shine lipstick in shade 101. So that's the lip done, and if I feel like my lip is feeling a little bit drier throughout the day, I will add a touch of this clear gloss on top. And I'm very, very picky when it comes to lip glosses. I try a lot of formulas that I don't love, so when I find one that I can apply and keep reapplying with joy, I really appreciate it. So this is the Becca Liptuitive Lip Gloss. It's clear. It's got a little bit of like a pink and purple reflex in it, but it really doesn't translate to the lip. It just gives the most beautiful glass shine. It's not sticky whatsoever. It just makes your lips look so juicy. It has a very subtle coconut scent. I love everything about this. So this is the finished look. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you're into these more casual get ready with me videos, and I will be sure to do more. I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!